Why is the proper brow so important? It balances the face structure. How we know where the brow begins and ends is simply by taking a pencil or a brush from the corner of the nose to the corner of the eye. Where that hits the brow is where the brow ends. From the corner of the nose to the beginning of the eye, where that hits the brow is where the brow begins. From the corner of the nose over the end of the eyeball, or actually just take from the end of the eyeball up to where it hits the brow is where the highest arc should be. The beginning of the brow should be the same distance as the end of the brow. However, where Carol is concerned, she has a pretty nice brow, just missing a little bit at the end. So that's very simple to remedy. We're going to take the brush on brow on the brow brush, excess off on our hand. We're going to make sure we start in the right place. We're going to start drawing a line up, then a horizontal line up. The two lines meet at the top where the end of the eyeball is, and then we come out with the brush on brow. By doing that, we've given that nice openness to the brow. It doesn't look artificial looking like pencils can look, and it stays really well. And you can start to see the difference of one brow to the other. I'm going to finish by doing the other brow, but I'm also going to let you know that if some of you have a full brow and you really just need to color over some silver hairs and don't really need to shape your brow, you can use the brow tints. The brow tints are great because they're like a mascara wand for the brow, and they just cover up the dark hairs. Let me show you how that works. You just take the brush and you can go over like this onto your brows, not touching the skin, but just cover up the silver hairs. So we're going to work on my eyebrows now, because as you can see, the one brow is full and the other brow is really, really missing a lot towards the back part. For me, just using the brush on brow is not going to be as effective because it's going to be hard for me to figure out the lines. So we're going to add the brow definer, which works great as almost like a little stencil for you to follow. Drawing two parallel lines up. Then once we reach that peak, we're going to come out with the brow definer, no lower than the beginning of where we started. Then we'll be able to really easily fill in with the brush on brow for a very natural look. And it's going to be so much easier than trying to create the brow with just the brush on brow if you have no brows at all. Here are some other extra little tips that are great to know. To make the brow even look more defined, take an off-white shadow and just below the brow at the end of your makeup application, add in a little bit of a highlighter. That will accentuate the brows and lift the brow bone up as well. Another tip I have, which is great, a lot of people ask me, how do I know where to tweeze? Well, one of my suggestions is, once you've put your brow on exactly where you want it to be, take a white pencil and then color in below the brow and above the brow. And whatever hairs fall into where that white pencil is, pluck those out. And you will have a much easier way of knowing where to pluck and look like you have the perfect brow. And as your bonus for watching the brow video, all you have to do is go to kineticscosmetics.com, go to brow section, and any of the products that are listed in the brow section, you would be entitled to a 20% discount with code BROW20. Or call 1-800-846-7727, and Christina and I will be happy to help you choose the proper color or product to suit you. Thanks.